If you are consuming this or doing this, you need to stop. You have been and will continue to increase the likelihood of developing a preventable disease unless you change your habits now. When it comes to your health, there is no such thing as second chances. When the damage is done, it's done, and you won't know until it's too late. If you want to stay out of the hospital, if you want to stay off medications for as long as possible, then you need to continue watching this video. Hello, my name is Philip, and I'm going to be your nurse today. From my experience as a nurse, through my own journey with being diagnosed with high cholesterol and high blood pressure, I'm going to go over the key healthy habits that you need to incorporate in order to live a healthy life. You need to begin today, not tomorrow, not next week, not as a little New Year's resolution, but today, if you want to see changes. So diet is the number one and the most important habit that you need to develop. Although physically someone can look healthy, it's what's happening on the inside that's most important. For example, there are no physical signs to indicate that someone has high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So a little background information on high blood pressure. High blood pressure is the force that your heart has to pump against to push blood to your organs. There are many factors that contribute to high blood pressure, but for the sake of diet, I'm going to be focusing on foods high in salt. Wherever salt goes, water follows. So if there's a lot of salt in your diet, your body is going to want to retain all this water because water likes to be wherever salt is. Now, think of your cardiovascular system as a pipe. The more water you try to force through the pipes, the higher the pressure. Over time, the pipes will get damaged from the high pressure. Same thing goes for your arteries. Now, if there is also high cholesterol in the blood, and usually high blood pressure and high cholesterol, they kind of go hand in hand with each other. The cholesterol can stick to the damaged part of your arteries caused by the pressure, and these are now called plaque. Once there, it's permanent. This, in combination with high blood pressure, is the key factor to how heart attacks and strokes happen. These plaques can break off and can obstruct the blood flow, hence how heart attacks and strokes happen. Once you are at this stage of your life, your likelihood of being on medications for life increases. What doctors and I always recommend to our patients is to please lower consumption of processed foods because they are high in salt, fat, and sugar. So anything fried, that's all fast food, chips, soda, candy, they all need to go. We also recommend not drinking alcohol. Alcohol raises blood pressure, predisposes you to many other diseases, and much more health problems down the line. I will go more in detail with this in a separate video, but just for the sake of this video, try not to drink. Try to limit it as much as possible. So the diet that we recommend is the Mediterranean diet. Why? There have been many studies that have proven that Mediterranean diet lowers the risk factors for heart diseases, such as the high blood pressure and the high cholesterol that I was talking about. The Mediterranean diet is one of the healthy eating plans that American nutrition experts recommend. It is high in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts and seeds, and olive oil. So here are some steps that you can take to implement this diet into your habit. So the first one, each day, vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Each week, eat some fish, eggs, legumes, beans. You can have dairy product, but just enjoy them in moderation. It was a little bit of a struggle for me at first because I love cheese. But I can still have that. I just kind of limit myself. I only give myself 2 times a week to eat cheese. Limit how much red meat you eat and limit foods that have added sugar in it. Now, I'm not saying that you can't eat your favorite foods ever again. You can indulge every here and there. But the key thing here is that moderation is key. From my experience with patients who have implemented dietary changes, they were able to avoid being on medication. It is rewarding, not only for me to see that, because it is my job. It was also rewarding to see the faces when I told them the results, because all their hard work paid off. They now realize that they are in control of their health and life, which is what I want for you. Okay, habit number 2, activity. So 1, if you smoke, you need to stop. Both smoking and secondhand smoke exposure increases the risk for buildup of plaque, the same plaque that we just talked about, in the arteries. Smoking also harms every tissue and organs in the body. There's just nothing beneficial about smoking. I'll make a separate video regarding smoking and go a little bit more in detail about it, but for the sake of this video, just stop smoking. Second, regular physical activity is one of the most important things you can do for your health. Being physically active can improve your brain health, help manage weight, reduce the risk of disease, strengthen bone and muscles, and improve your ability to do everyday activities, especially when you get older and as you age. Heart disease and stroke are two leading causes of death in the United States. Getting at least 150 minutes a week of moderate physical activity can put you at a lower risk for these diseases. You can reduce your risk even further with more physical activities. So anything more than 150 minutes a week. For our patients, we like to challenge them a little bit. So we recommend that they work out a minimum of 3 times per week for a total of 200 minutes per week. We recommend that if you're starting out for the first time, that you gradually work your way up to 200 minutes. So week 1 can be about 60 minutes. Week 2 can be about 120 minutes. And so by week 3, you are at 200 minutes. The exercises does not have to be intense. Moderate intensity is just enough. However, if you want to work your way up to intense exercise, even better. We also recommend not to overexert yourself, so please listen to your body and its limits. Examples could be going to the gym, lifting weights, walking, running, swimming, tennis, hiking, etc. As long as you're just not sitting on the couch and you get your heart rate, pumping, you are on the right track to becoming a healthier you. Break a sweat. It's good for you. We aren't made to be sitting all day. So number 3. Sleep is not a luxury. Let me repeat. Sleep is not a luxury. It is critical to good health. Sleep helps your body repair itself, and getting enough good sleep helps you function optimally during the day. So adults who get less than 7 hours of sleep are most likely to have these health problems: high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. I'll go a little bit more in detail about that when I make the sleeping video, but just for this video, those are the 3 main health problems that adults usually develop if they are not getting enough sleep. Most adults need at least 7 hours of sleep each night. While this might be fine for a night or 2, if this is a consistent thing, I'm not getting adequate sleep, it can lead to serious health problems and make certain health problems worse. So tips: stick to a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed at the same time each night, get up at the same time each morning, including on the weekend. Get enough physical activity during the day that will help you fall asleep at night and stay asleep. Try not to exercise within a few hours of bedtime. Use a blue light filter when you're using any devices near bedtime. Don't eat or drink several hours before bedtime. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. When we tell our patients to get at least 7 hours of sleep as part of their treatment plan, they look at us all funny like, what? Like, how is that possible? But it is possible because sleep, especially for high blood pressure, your blood pressure goes down when you sleep. So having sleep problems mean that your blood pressure stays higher for longer periods of time. When we recommend them 7 hours of sleep, it's critical, not for your mental health, but also for your physical health as well. So number 4, disclaimer: mental health is just as important as physical health. Okay? So in today's fast-paced world filled with increasing demands, stress management is a life skill and a lifesaver. Stress is known to contribute to risk factors like poor diet and excessive alcohol consumption. Guilty. All we recommend is that you try and find a healthy mechanism to combat stress. Examples include exercising, doing what you enjoy, you can seek a therapist, indulging in hobbies, talking to a friend, journaling, etc. I know stress is it's highly individualized and it's personal. What works for me is not going to work for you. This is something that you're going to have to discover through trial and error. But for anyone going through hard times, I'm sorry. I may not know you, but I am wishing you the best. and hopefully you can overcome whatever it is you're dealing with. You're capable, you're beautiful, you're important. If you tried everything possible and you're still experiencing stress, depression, anxiety, I highly recommend please reaching out to your provider. We want to help you. If you struggle with keeping a habit, I highly recommend this book here. I'm not like sponsored or affiliated. I just really love this book. I've implemented the strategies from this book into my life and I have seen results. If I were to summarize this book, the first step to starting healthy habits is to see value in it. If you do not see value in your health, then no changes will be made. For example, you have two people. You have one here who like values cars, and then this one here doesn't value cars. If the overall goal is to wash your car, obviously this person here who values cars is going to wash their car. The one who doesn't probably will not. So same thing goes for your health. If you see value in your health, you're more likely going to make changes and stick to habits as opposed to someone who does not value their health. Once you see value in your health, change becomes easier. Next step would then to be implement systems to ensure that you stick to the habit. This can be meal prepping or not walking down the potato chip aisle. And the next step, the third step, would be to monitor your progress. So this could be the way that you look in the mirror, your body composition, when you step on the scale, your weight goes down, for example, or through lab work, your cholesterol levels went down. And the fourth step would be to stay motivated and committed. Usually the third and fourth step kind of go hand in hand with each other because when you see progress, you're more motivated to continue the habit. Anyway, if you struggle with developing a habit or keeping with your habits, I highly recommend reading that book. It is an easy and engaging read. Hopefully I didn't scare you. I care about you. I care about your health. The goal for the video was just to bring awareness with the daily decisions you make that affect your health. You are in control of becoming healthier. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the like button. I plan on creating more content like this, and we'll create videos that go more in depth about like each of the habits and like other important health content as well. If you have any comments or suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment. I want to share the knowledge that I have gained as a nurse, my passion for fitness and nutrition, and my personal experience with changing my own lifestyle habits. So together, let's be the healthiest version we can be. Until next time, Nurse PKW out.